as somebody who actually did play this game during the beta, I felt that there were a lot of strengths to the game, and there were also a lot of weaknesses. One of the weaknesses being, there were only. One of the weaknesses, honestly, was, the weaknesses, honestly, were it just didn't have a lot of depth to it. They only had, like, one game that you could play, or maybe two, like the Walker Assault, and that was it. And, to me, I don't know if anybody else felt this way. I know not a lot of people got to play the beta, but to me, it felt like, it was always the rebels that were, or not the rebels, it was always the, what's the opposite? The Imperial. To me, it always felt like the Imperial was winning and the rebels were losing, and I was like, that's unbalanced. I know I felt that way. I'm not sure if a lot of other people felt that way. I haven't gotten to talk to a lot of people who were able to play the beta because I know not a lot of people were able to play it. Yeah, I did play this game during the beta, actually. Thank you so much for the $10, Kumboli. I was just kind of talking about my experience in playing this game during the beta, but I felt like that was obviously one of the big weaknesses, and I know this because I played it during the beta. And as far as the strength, I would say one of the strengths was definitely the graphics. I know a lot of you probably can't run games at the highest settings like I can, and that's probably also one of the reasons why I get invited to betas, because my computer is probably just, like 20 times better than all of yours put together. I'm not trying to sound arrogant or anything, that's just kind of the truth. Here's the thing, you guys are just like casual gamers, so I don't expect you to have really nice computers and stuff, but I'm not a casual gamer. I'm a professional gamer, and that's kind of the thing with that. So, anyway, kind of as I was saying, I was actually going to say that that's also one of the reasons why I get invited to the betas, because I'm able to run games at ultra graphical settings. So that's one of the reasons why I do get a lot of invites to betas, because the gaming companies know how beast my computer is. Let's see here. It does have different emotes as well. So we have Imperial and we have Rebel. So we get to kind of design our features, and we get to choose, but they're unlocked. Here's a girl. So I can actually be a girl player, which, obviously that's going to mean a lot to me as a girl. As a female gamer, it just really means a lot to me whenever I'm able to actually play females in the game. So I can safely say that I feel as though and I'm a female stormtrooper right now. So, like I said, that just makes me feel a lot better. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with this one for now. And then for the Imperial, obviously I want to be the female Imperial, so I already kind of got that figured out. I don't really know what this season pass entails. I don't know. I just feel like this is something I'm a little bit hesitant of. The whole season pass thing, it looks like they still haven't given a lot of information on it, and that's kind of worrisome to me. I feel as though, possibly EA may be trying to pull the wool over our eyes, and I don't know. I know that EA has had some issues in the past, and I just don't know if I can trust them. I just don't know if I can trust them. Like, who knows what they're going to turn this into. See, and now I'm actually in third person. So the reason I kind of like third person is because that kind of gives me a better all-around feel for my placement. And then that also lets me know, if I'm, killable or not, because, I have a better, I'm kind of like looking down upon me, and I'm able to know if I have cover appropriately and different things like that. Like I say, I just try to be as educational as I can whenever... I just try to be as educational as I can, and look how I was able to kill him from such a far range. Wow. That just kind of shows my skill set, honestly. I think, honestly, that just really kind of shows my skill set, that I'm able to kill, just from such far distances. Just wow. Like, that's really just kind of showing off, you know, my
To the
skill set, and
uplink.
obviously, you know, the fact that I have been playing this game since the beta, so. Your sub goal is higher than my IQ. My sub goal is actually 1, so for you to insinuate that I would have an IQ point of 1 just doesn't even really make sense. Like, if you're really going to say that I have an IQ point of 1, that kind of shows what your IQ points are. Like, if you even think it's possible for a human being to have a IQ point of 1, then that kind of just shows that your IQ point is probably 0.
Oh, wow.
Oh. God bless you. I want to give you a baby. Thank you. I already have one. You know, it's so I can always remember a life is life no matter how small, but